Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and today we have a very exciting video. So I'm going to be showing you guys a really cool direct link between FIFA and Ecomi, and I just found out about this today, so I'm really excited to cover this. We have had a lot of volatility in the market today, so a lot of great prices to be kind of dollar cost averaging in, which is what I'm doing, or whichever strategy you want to use. There's been a lot of movement, so I will touch that right at the end with a very interesting strategy I used today to get some let's just say, I don't like using the word free money because money is never really free, but we'll say free money because there is a little bit of work involved. So first off, we know that EA Games has always been a long-standing partner of FIFA. Now that partnership has ended. So what does that mean? Well, FIFA has now partnered with a few new blockchain and metaverse companies. One is Altered State Machines. We also have another one called Upland.me, Matchday, and Phygital. I'm guessing they're going to do physical and digital paired NFTs. Now, again, a lot of these kind of big kind of sports brands, they are looking to expand into Web3. We've already had that with the NFL, for example, NBL, and say MLB, and we will probably continue to see some more. Now with FIFA, what we can expect is potentially a link with VeVe. Now last year there was a lot of talk about FIFA coming to VeVe, but obviously that was just a lot of hype. However, this one partner here, I just want to draw some attention to this Altered State Machine. This is a really interesting one, right? Because if we go to Altered State Machine, so it looks like they focus heavily on AI, and here's some of the stuff that they've been working on. And here we can see All League, kind of their adaptation of FIFA for the Qatar. But it's quite interesting, right? Because if we go to the About Us section of Altered State Machine, you kind of learn a bit more about the team, some of the other stuff we've worked on. And let's see, so we have David McDonald, the CEO, and as we scroll down, we have one guy on the bottom right called John T. Kelt. So I want you to remember that name, John T. Kelt. So who is John T. Kelt? Well, he is, as you'd expect, in New Zealand, where David and Dan also are from. And if we just have a quick read of John T. Kelt's biography. So John T. Kelt is the founder of Fantail Ventures, a venture capital business investing in innovative early-stage companies that operate in the digital assets, fintech, data and analytics and marketplace sectors. John T. currently serves on the advisory boards of digital collectibles marketplace Ecomi/VeVe, non-fungible artificial intelligence protocol, Altered State Machines, urban logistics, software and marketplace provider Relay, and so on. So first one that they mention is Ecomi and VeVe. So John T. Kelt, he is part of the advisory board for Ecomi and VeVe. Now that is really interesting. And just in case you wanted to confirm, if we go back to the good old article which shows kind of like the team from back then. So obviously we've got the main kind of team, David Yu, Dan Crovers, and then as we scroll down, right there we have it. It is John T. Kelt. So works at the analytics firm Palantir Technologies and funds 30 early stage companies through his Fantail Ventures. So Fantail, again, that is definitely him. He co-founded businesses in China, UK and US, and previously also worked for Google. So John T. Kelt is now currently with Altered State Machine, which is kind of working with FIFA. However, he is also on the advisory board for Ecomi and VeVe. So it stands to reason that there may be a tie-in with Ecomi and VeVe as well, if FIFA is now directly working with Altered State Machine, which John T. Kelt is a looks like also an advisor for. So I think, does that guarantee FIFA's coming to VeVe? Probably not. But if FIFA were looking at a platform to launch on, I think VeVe would make sense regardless of the connection. However, these small introductions can go a long way. And as David has said recently, they've been securing very big licenses as that have taken as long as their Disney acquisition took. Recently David said they had a really big one that took about 2 years. So, I don't know if it would be something like FIFA. I think it's probably something more on the Japanese sided IP, but I think FIFA would be a great addition for Ecomi, 100%. Now, if we have a look at what was happening today, so I've been sharing a couple of images, right? So a Sendex price today for OMI was 0.0011, whilst on Bitforex it kind of dipped a little bit to 0.0010. However, if we kind of go back on OKX, we hit 0.0007 whilst we were kind of around about 0.0012. So that was a huge gap, that was like 50-60% between OKX and Sendex. So I kind of threw this out for free. People who wanted to take advantage of it, they took advantage of it, and they did confirm that, hey, the withdrawal worked fine, no issues. Some people made a couple of million OMI for free pretty much, and so these opportunities are known as arbitrage. I've used these a few times before. When liquidity is really low across certain exchanges, you'll see very big differences in price, and OMI, the volume liquidity generally is not as high as it could be, which is why you see quite volatile prices, and sometimes there's a big enough gap in a price where you can buy on one exchange, sell another, and essentially pocket the difference. And that is relatively low risk. The only risk you really have is if the exchange rate kind of rapidly changes and all of a sudden you don't get that kind of a spread between the two. So I think we could potentially see more opportunities to take advantage of the arbitrage, but as I said, prepare yourself for all opportunities. I didn't believe we could go to 000 so soon. However, that doesn't mean I kept most of my I used most of my liquidity. I still have about 50,000, nearly 50,000 gems on VeVe, which I was planning to use on OMI, but only when Bitcoin gets to around about 13 to 14k. If it's not there, then I'm not going to use it. And so until that happens, I'm just going to continue buying small amounts where I can. But that being said, if it does go that low, then that's cool as well. But if it doesn't, if it just from here just only goes up, then that's fine as well. I've bought quite a lot of OMI. I'm on around about 55 million now, which I'm happy for now. However, my ultimate goal is 100 million, so we will try and get that. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through with you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.